Hello, this is the Eggcellent Trio. I am Brianna Grice, and I am accompanied by Elijah Bedoni and William Boutine. We will be presenting our egg drop project. The egg drop project is the trademark of our engineering program. The reason the egg drop is infamous with engineering the projects is because it illustrates the core principle of the engineering field, the design process.
The design process consists of 4 main iterative steps, which are think, make, break, and repeat. So we began our project by stating the problem, which was to create a device using limited supplies and assembly time to prevent an egg from cracking at a 10 feet fall. Then we brainstormed for ideas, and we came up with 3, the taco, the spring, and the cone. These ideas formed the basis of our theory, with the taco acting as a roll cage, the spring as a shock absorber, and the cone was an attempt at both. When we felt ready with our designs, we made models to test, making sure to take notes of the materials used and the steps involved in its creation. When we each tested a design, we found that the taco had a 33% chance of the egg surviving, and that the cone as well as the spring had failed at keeping the egg intact. I'd say the cone was so bad it made scrambled eggs look like a better option. In conclusion of our testing, we found that the taco was too difficult to improve upon due to its shape and nature. So we opted to redesign the spring as it showed promise in keeping the egg intact, thus starting the design process over. By starting the design process over, we are not giving up on a design, but rather improving upon it. When we gave our instructions to the assembly team, we found that
Incorporating feedback is similar to the design process because we are presented with a problem within our design. Just like the first step, we would acknowledge the problem, then brainstorm ideas that would fix the problem without any constraints. Once we have a solid idea, we would make the changes to the design. We would then again break the design, then repeat. Incorporating the assembly team's suggestions into our design would be creating more concise instructions so the design does not take so long to assemble, and defining the product and then the purpose for the product in our instructions. We could also add how the finished product worked at the end of our steps for making the design.
Everyone, this is William Boutin. I'm going to go over briefly about what the assembly team found with our design. And I'm also going to make any conclusions that we found internally with our team. So to start, the assembly team had issues with the payload failing on each of their tests. We found that the instructions weren't clear enough, which was creating issues with the assembly. So the assembly team also mentioned that the instructions were very vague, not very descriptive. And they also mentioned that the assembly time was way over the allotted time that was given. The standard time was 30 minutes and they were all roughly about an hour. So Elijah, Brianna, and I concluded that if the instructions had been a little bit clearer and we had more pictures and went in depth more on each step, we believe that without a doubt that the assembly team would have had a passing test every time for each member, because we had a passing test each time. Our tests were at various heights and they worked every time. So we definitely come to the conclusion that this design will work every time. And that's where I'm going to leave you at. Thank you.
Sorry to see you go.
in the ways of the mighty eagle protecting its eggs. Peace out, y'all. America.